25 years old now, about to turn 26 next month. And the past 8 years of my life so far have been an absolute roller coaster. I joined the Marine Corps and achieved my childhood dream. I went through relationships that completely changed me. I chased things that I thought would make me happy and I thought were fulfilling. And along the way, I learned some lessons the hard way. So in this video, I want to share 5 things that life has taught me by age 25. Things I honestly wish someone would have told me earlier. So let's get into it with lesson number 1. Lesson number 1, achieving your dream won't give you purpose. So lesson number 1 I've already talked about in a previous video, but it was, for me, achieving my childhood dream, which I thought would be the end all be all, right? I thought I was going to do that, and that's the thing I was going to do for the rest of my life. Turns out that's not that's not the case. So as a young kid, I always wanted to join the Marine Corps and become a Marine, join the military, do that for the rest of my life. And I did it. I achieved that dream. I accomplished that dream. I served in the Marine Corps and gave them 4 years of my life. And while I was in, though, I realized really quickly that this isn't something I wanted to do, and this wasn't the thing that was giving me true purpose in this life. And I felt deep down and intrinsically on the inside that I was meant for more. And so I made the decision to leave the Marine Corps after 4 years of active duty service. And that's when I realized, achieving your dream, it really doesn't mean that you've figured out your life. There's still so much more to figure out, right? There's always the next thing, the next hurdle, the next level that you can achieve. And that's when I also realized that sometimes the dream you've chased your entire life so far is just the beginning of the entire journey of life, and that there's so much ahead of you and so much that you didn't realize was possible. But overall, my experience in the Marine Corps was awesome. If you want to hear more about that story, I've already touched on it in a previous video. You can go check that out on my channel. But that is lesson number 1, which is achieving your dream will not give you purpose. Lesson number 2, attraction isn't compatibility. What do I mean by that? Well, I mean, in simple terms, just because you like a girl and you're with her doesn't mean that they are compatible and going to be your life partner. So I made the mistake really young, at the ripe old age of 20 to get married. I got married to this girl who, in the moment, it felt right. I thought she was the one. I thought she was going to be the girl I was going to be with the rest of my life. And I quickly realized after about 3 months of being married to her that she was not. And we got divorced, and that's that. But it's just a clear example of just because you were attracted to somebody doesn't mean that they are going to be in your life, right? And another story is I just recently got out of a 3-year relationship with a girl who I thought I was genuinely going to marry. And it turns out life had other plans, God had other plans, and that's just not going to be the case anymore. So it really comes to show, people will come into your life, girls will come into your life, and they may seem like the one in the moment, but at the end of the day, it doesn't mean that they are going to be the one for you. Because at the end of the day, who you're attracted to isn't nearly as important as who you're aligned with. That's what matters the most, is being aligned with somebody who shares your same values, shares your same mindset, shares your same drive, your mission, whatever you want to call it, who's more compatible with you. Okay? It's not always all just about attraction. I mean, attraction is a good part of it, but it's not the full picture. Okay? So, attraction isn't compatibility, and that's lesson number 2. Lesson number 3. The cure for procrastination is action. So I am a person that's struggled with procrastination a lot. Ever since high school, really, a lot of times I would wait for the last second to do things, do assignments last minute because I would just put it off to the end. That same thing goes for sometimes even now in my current circumstance, but I've gotten a lot better at it because I've learned this lesson over time. It's you can't wait till everything feels ready. You can't wait for the perfect moment. You can't wait for the right time. You got to do it immediately. Do it now. Because the motivation will almost never come. It really won't. Unless like you're super motivated and you're super into the thing that you're doing. The motivation won't come, especially when it comes to doing the hard things. And so when it comes to doing the hard things, you just got to do them and do it fast. Action, taking the action, is going to create that motivation for you. So no matter what it is that you have to do, it could be something small, it could be something big, just take the action, take the step in that direction to beat the procrastination. Okay, because 9 times out of 10, when you just take the action, you're going to start building that motivation. It's going to reinforce, and then you're just going to start compounding and building that. So procrastination will just keep going smaller and smaller and smaller. And then as soon as there's things you need to do, boom, you'll be able to do them. So a general rule of thumb I have now, if something takes less than 5 minutes, I just do it instantly. Just do it instantly. Especially if it takes the smaller amount of time it takes, just do it. Especially the small tasks. Especially the small tasks, you just got to do it. Next time you have something that you're putting off, remember in your head, do it now and just do it. Take the action. You'll get the motivation. So that's lesson number 3. Lesson number 4. Pleasure is a terrible long-term strategy. There's a period in my life where I thought partying, clubbing, going out, sleeping with a ton of women was the best thing in the world. But I realized chasing that life, having that lifestyle isn't fulfilling at all. It's just chasing cheap pleasure that's going to make you feel empty. And it's just not fun. I spent the better part, literally pretty much the entire year of 2022, so when I was 22 years old, just partying, sleeping around with a bunch of girls. Like, in the moment, it's like, oh my gosh, it's so fun, it's so awesome. But then you take a step out and you realize it's not fun. It's all meaningless and it's worthless. And at the end of the day, it's time that you'll never get back, and time that you could have been improving, could have been bettering yourself, could have been doing things you actually wanted to do to get ahead in this life. And on top of that, on top of it getting you absolutely nowhere in life, it also, for me, landed me in a crap ton of debt that I just recently paid off. Thank the Lord. But it lands you in a bunch of unwanted debt, money. Sometimes you even might get depressed because of the alcohol and who knows what else. But at the end of the day, it's all meaningless. Chasing cheap pleasures like that in this life will get you absolutely nowhere. And I wish I would have known that when I was younger. I mean, I probably did, but like I said, I was young, stupid, just turned 22, and just thought, man, screw it, we're partying, we're going crazy. But yeah, it only lasts so long, and you quickly realize that life isn't sustainable. It's not fun. It's not for you, and there's more out there for you than that kind of lifestyle. So if that's something you've been like venturing into, I highly advise don't step any further. Don't party. Don't go out all the time. Do not do those things all the time. Not saying you can't party. Not saying you can't go out to clubs. But when you're doing it like on a daily basis, like every single freaking weekend, even every day, like that's no. Stop. Just stop. It's not for you. Wish I would have known that when I was 22. But you live and you learn. That's what I learned. So that's lesson number 4. And finally, lesson number 5, which I think is the most important lesson out of all these I have learned after so far of 25 years of life, is surrendering to God. put your 100% faith and trust in the Lord at all times and fully surrender to Him. If you do that, your life will have meaning, purpose, direction. You'll be happy. You'll be fulfilled. You'll feel at peace. Your mind will be at ease. All anxieties, doubts, worries of this world will be gone, and you'll be in His presence. There have been so many times in this life where I've leaned on the Lord, and He's gotten me out of situations. He's gotten me out of things. He's opened doors. He's opened pathways. He's closed doors, closed things which needed to be closed, open things that need to be opened, brought down His blessings upon me. And I'm forever grateful to the Lord for all those things. But none of those things would have happened if I didn't put my 100% faith and trust in Him and fully surrender to Him. And that's an ongoing process, right? Each day is a new day. It's another opportunity, another time to continue to develop that faith and keep continuing putting trust and surrendering over to Him every single day. It's an ongoing battle, but I wish I would have learned it too earlier in this life, because it's something that you're going to realize that you need. You need God in this life. Because if you don't have Him, you don't have anything else in this life. Because at the end of the day, He is the one that's going to matter. He is going to be the one that you're going to be with in eternity. So, surrender to the Lord. Surrender to God. Put your 100% faith and trust in Him. And He will bless you and give you the best life possible for you. So, that's lesson 5. Most important lesson of all. So, I'm only 25. I get that. Some people who might be saying, why are you giving me advice at 25? I get it. I'm only 25. I still got a lot to learn. I still have so much to learn. But if the first 25 years of my life have taught me anything, it's that life has a way of teaching you lessons. Whether you're ready for them or not, whether you like it or not, you'll learn the lesson. You'll learn the lesson the hard way. And sometimes the hardest lessons you learned are the most valuable lessons you'll ever learn in this life. So, if you're around my age and you're watching this, I hope at least one of these lessons has helped you on your own journey for whatever you may be going through, because that's what it's about, helping each other, uplifting each other, becoming better versions of each other, because iron sharpens iron, people. So, yeah, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, let me know your thoughts, let me know what videos that you guys would like to see. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. All right, have a great freaking day. Peace.